I thought I needed to stretch more. Turns out, my body wasn't tight. It was well trained, just trained for the wrong job. Sitting, scrolling, and slowly falling apart with excellent posture. Most people don't notice when it starts. There's no dramatic moment, no injury, no collapse. It's quieter than that. It's the way you lean a little more into your chair every week. The way your neck starts doing most of the work your spine used to handle. The way standing up feels less like a transition and more like a negotiation. It doesn't feel like damage, it feels normal. That's the problem. I used to think I was just tight. You know, one of those people who says, I should probably stretch more, and then immediately doesn't. But the truth was a bit more uncomfortable. My body wasn't tight. It was adapting to a lifestyle that required almost no movement, no range, no strength outside of a very specific, very limited set of positions. And the scary part is the body gets really good at that. The problem wasn't sitting. Sitting is neutral. The real issue was stillness in bad positions. Hours of it. Days stacked into weeks, weeks into years. A slow, polite erosion of capability. No pain at first, just subtle restrictions. Then compensations, then eventually something gives. And I didn't want to wait for that moment, so instead of chasing motivation or pretending I'd suddenly become the kind of person who loves yoga at sunrise, I built something simpler. A short, repeatable protocol. 5 movements, 10 minutes. No drama, just enough to remind my body what it's supposed to be. The first exercise that started changing everything for me is something most people either avoid or completely misunderstand. The Jefferson Curl. The first time I tried it, I moved like a folding chair. Everything went down at once. No control, no awareness, just gravity doing its thing. You're slowly curling your spine downward, one vertebra at a time, almost like you're trying to articulate each segment individually. It's not about touching your toes. It's about teaching your spine how to move again. You start to feel parts of your back that were basically offline before. The movement becomes smoother, more deliberate. It's subtle, but it's powerful. It's like your spine is waking up, one segment at a time. Then there's the lying dumbbell pullover, which sounds like a gym bro exercise, but ends up being one of the best things you can do for undoing desk posture. The pullover opens everything up. As you lower the weight behind your head, you feel this stretch through your chest and lats, and your thoracic spine, the part of your back that's supposed to extend, finally gets a chance to do its job. The goal is to restore something that's been missing. When I slowed it down and actually paid attention to the stretch, that's when it started working. The third piece of the puzzle was addressing the hips, because if you sit a lot, your hip flexors and quads are basically living in a shortened position all day. For that, nothing humbled me faster than the split squat hold. It looks simple, just holding a lunge position, but it exposes everything. Balance, control, flexibility, strength. If you stay upright, you feel it more in your quads. If you lean slightly forward, it shifts into the hip flexors. Either way, you're reversing the exact position you've been stuck in for hours, and yes, it burns. There's no way around that. But it's the kind of burn that feels corrective, like something is being restored rather than just exhausted. Then came the exercise I underestimated the most. Reverse Nordic curls. I avoided these at first because they looked awkward and honestly a bit ridiculous. Kneeling on the floor, leaning back, trying not to collapse. It's not exactly glamorous. But this movement does something most exercises don't. It strengthens the quads while they're lengthening, especially the rectus femoris, which crosses both the hip and the knee. And finally, the one that ties everything together, the back bridge, or more accurately, the progression toward it. I didn't start with a full bridge. Most people shouldn't. I started with a basic bridge, then moved to a crab bridge, and only later worked toward the full position. What makes this so powerful is that it trains the entire backside of your body, from your neck down to your ankles. It's the exact chain that gets neglected when you sit all day. What all of these exercises have in common is simple. They don't rely on motivation. They rely on consistency. This isn't about becoming a different person. It's about maintaining the one you already are. Your body is a system, and systems respond to inputs. Right now, most people's inputs are telling their bodies to become efficient at sitting. This protocol changes that signal. It replaces passive habits with intentional ones. It reminds your body that it's built for movement, not just comfort. And over time, those small signals start to rewrite how your body behaves without you even thinking about it. Whether you realize it or not, your future body is already being built. Every hour you spend in a certain position, every movement you avoid, every shortcut you take, it all adds up. The question isn't whether change is happening, it's what direction it's going in. You're either reinforcing strength and mobility, or slowly trading them away for convenience. And the tricky part is, both paths feel normal while you're on them. You don't notice the difference until one day you do. So try this for the next 7 days. Run through these 5 exercises. Take your time, pay attention. And then, notice what changes. Maybe it's your back, maybe it's your energy, maybe it's just the way you move without thinking about it. Don't rush through it like a checklist. Treat it like practice, like you're relearning something your body forgot. Because those small improvements, the ones you almost ignore, are usually the ones that matter the most. Whatever it is, it won't be random. It'll be the result of finally giving your body what it's been quietly asking for all along. The stiffness, the tightness, the discomfort. It was never just bad luck. It was feedback. And now, for the first time, you're actually responding to it instead of ignoring it. And if you're really in, drop Atlas in the comments. Because the next step isn't just how you move during the day, it's how you recover at night. And that's where this whole thing starts to compound. Because what you do when you're resting matters just as much as what you do when you're active. Fix both sides, and everything starts stacking faster than you expect.